The night was heavy with the sound of distant traffic and the restless hum of Lagos. Behind the bustling streets, inside a quiet compound, a girl of barely 13 packed her small bag. Her father stood at the door, face serious, voice firm. "You will go and stay with your aunt," he said. "She will take care of you. She sells fabrics. She is doing well in Lagos. You will learn from her." The girl nodded. She trusted her father. She had no idea that this decision would shape and break the rest of her life. Her aunt was a powerful woman in the trade of fabrics. She sold lace and ochre of the highest quality, fabrics imported from Switzerland and Italy. Her shop was well known, her name respected in the market. Yet behind her smiles lay a heart coiled tight with greed. When the girl arrived, something strange began to happen. Customers who normally strolled past the aunt's shop suddenly stopped. They entered. They bought. Even those who said they were only looking left with bags of fabric. At first, the aunt thought it was coincidence. But as days turned into weeks, she noticed a pattern. Whenever her niece sat in the shop, even if she was quiet, even if she did nothing but fold fabric, the shop was full. When she left for school or errands, the shop slowed to silence. The aunt began to watch her closely. She realized the truth. The girl carried something rare, a light, a fortune, a presence that attracted wealth like bees to nectar. The aunt smiled outwardly, but inside, greed swelled. She told the girl, "Do not go anywhere after school. Come straight to the shop. Your place is here. Your presence is a blessing." The girl obeyed. Each day, she left school and came to sit in the shop until night. Customers came like moths to a flame. The aunt's pockets swelled. Her name grew louder in the market. She began to guard the girl jealously, forbidding her from going out, discouraging her from making friends. Years passed. When suitors began to approach, the aunt's greed grew darker. She whispered, "You should marry one of the boys in the shop. Stay here. This is where your blessing belongs." But the girl shook her head. "No, Auntie. I want to marry who God gives me, even if he is not here." The aunt's smile froze. Her heart hardened. The true war began the day the girl announced her dream. She wanted to learn fashion designing. She wanted her own shop. The aunt's eyes narrowed. "If she leaves," she thought, "she will take her fortune with her. My wealth will dry up." That night, the aunt visited a dark place. Not a church, not a shrine of light. A gathering deep inside the market, where candles flickered black and chants rolled like snakes on stone. There she spoke the girl's name, tied her destiny in knots, and sealed her away from freedom. From that moment, the girl's life turned into a maze of disappointment. When she sought apprenticeship, doors closed. When she tried to marry, suitors vanished. When she planned to travel abroad, her papers were rejected again and again. Her aunt smiled sweetly during the day, but at night she reinforced the chains. She whispered into calabashes, tied knots into strings, placed charms under the girl's bed. As the girl grew into a woman, frustration weighed her shoulders. She ran from prayer house to prayer house. Prophets anointed her. Pastors shouted. Deliverance chains broke and broke again. Yet nothing changed. Men came, admired her, promised marriage, and fled. Opportunities rose, glittered, then turned to ash. She wept. She prayed. She hoped. But the years passed. At 30, she still had no husband. At 35, no child. At 40, no settled life. Her beauty dulled with sorrow. Her laughter sank into silence. She lived in a body haunted by chains she could not see. Neighbors whispered, "How can such a woman, blessed with fortune, never marry? There must be something behind it." And she knew the truth in her heart. The aunt she had trusted, the aunt her father had entrusted her to, was the architect of her downfall. By then it was too late. The girl was a woman weary, worn, and childless. She had fought. She had prayed. But her destiny had been twisted too long, strangled by greed that was not hers. Her story became a shadowy warning whispered in markets and prayer houses. Do not let greed blind you. Do not let envy turn you against your own blood. And parents, beware. Even family can chain your children in darkness. It is better to eat cassava flakes together in peace than to send your child into the hands of hidden wolves. Years passed. The woman, now no longer a girl, built a small business of her own. She was hard-working, disciplined, and even in her pain she found ways to survive. Customers loved her because the light God placed in her had never died. But in one area of her life, there was emptiness. Marriage never came. Suitors approached but disappeared. Proposals started and ended before reaching the altar. Though she dressed in beauty and worked with diligence, no man stayed. She walked alone year after year, carrying the weight of what had been stolen from her youth. Meanwhile, her aunt had traveled out of the country. She was living abroad, making some progress, but never with the same glory she had when her niece sat in her shop. Without the girl's blessing, her wealth dimmed. She was doing well, but not like before. And her children? They became a sorrow to her. They scattered into wildness, rebellious, lawless, dragging her name in the mud. She tried to control them, but they slipped away. What she thought she had gained through greed began to rot through her bloodline, because no evil ends where it begins. It waits, it bends, and when it cannot catch you, it returns to your children. So ask yourself, would you allow your child to stay with any family member? Do you truly trust anyone with your child's destiny? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let's talk about it.